The Life of Methen 1. There were presented to him the things of his father, the judge and scribe Anubizimanek. There was no grain or anything of the house, but there were people and small cattle. 2. He was made chief scribe of the provision magazine, and overseer of the things of the provision magazine. He was made, becoming local governor of Xoizoxnome, and inferior field judge of Xoiz. He was appointed judge. He was made overseer of all flax of the king. He was made ruler of southern Perkt, and deputy. He was made local governor of the people of Tp, palace ruler of Mipar and Perspa, and local governor of the Satik Nome, ruler of the stronghold of Sent, deputy of Nomes, ruler of Pershestet, ruler of the towns of the palace, of the southern lake. Shrut Methen was founded, and the domain which his father Anubizimanek presented to him. Administrator, Nomach, and overseer of commissions in the Anubis Nome, overseer of the Menzen Nome. He received 4 stat of land, with people and everything. There were founded for him the 12 towns of Shet Methen in the Satik Nome, in the Xoite Nome, and the Sekemite Nome. There were conveyed to him as a reward 200 stat of lands by numerous royal grants, a mortuary offering of 100 loaves every day from the mortuary temple of the mother of the king's children, Nemathap, a house 200 cubits long and 200 cubits wide, built and equipped. Fine trees were set out, a very large lake was made therein, figs and vines were set out. It was recorded therein according to the king's writings. 1. This and a few of the following records are reprinted from Breasted's ancient records, by permission of the University of Chicago Press. Methen here records his father's death and his own inheritance, not of provisions but of slaves, etc. Their names were according to the decree of the king's writings. Very plentiful trees and vines were set out, a great quantity of wine was made therein. A vineyard was made for him 2,000 stat of land within the wall. Trees were set out, in Imirs, Shrut Methen, Yatsebek, Shekmethen. Ruler of southern Perkt, 3. Ruler of Perwasa. Ruler and local governor of the stronghold, Hesn, in the Harpoon Nome. Palace ruler and local governor in Sekemu of Xoizox Nome. Palace ruler and local governor in Tp. Palace ruler and local governor in Mipar, of the Sate Nome. Palace ruler and local governor in 2 Hounds, of the Menzen Nome. Palace ruler in Hezwa, ruler of fields in the west of the Satik Nome. Palace ruler of the Cow Stronghold, local governor in the desert, and master of the hunt. Ruler of fields, deputy and local governor in the Sekemite Nome. Nomach, administrator, and deputy in the eastern Payam. Field judge, palace ruler of the west of the Satik Nome, leader of. There were conveyed to him, as a reward, 200 stat of land, by the numerous royal. There were conveyed to him 50 stat of land by his mother Nebsant. She made a will thereof to her children. It was placed in their possession by the king's writings in every place. Ruler of the Sekemite Nome. There were given to him 12 stat of land. With his children, there were people and small cattle.